Get ready for some of the best sports talks and reactions on YouTube here at Mylk TV. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Carolina Panthers 2026 season outlook. It is I, Mylk, here with Grizz once again. And now we're going to be talking about what hits close to home to me. And man, I'm not feeling great today. Because we just had our third carded player in the past week. And Chris Brazzell. Luckily, his is just an LCL tear, so he's going to be out for 8 weeks. But last week, or yesterday, or the day before yesterday was Mitchell Evans, Panthers tight end. And they may have his name different here. He goes by a different name, but he's out. James Mitchell, but yeah, it's Mitchell Evans. He is hurt. He got carted off. We don't know the severity of everything there. He's been diagnosed with a low ankle sprain and is considered day-to-day. So hopefully it's not as bad, but he was carted out. And then last week, the worst one was Nick Scorton, who had an ACL tear. He's out for the season. And just to add a little bit before that, Akeem Kwanu, who suffered an injury to the ACL back in our playoff game back in January. It's going to take him 9 months to a year to get recovered from that. So he may not be back till the end of September and may not even be back for this season. Bobby Brown, who's been hurt, is a defensive tackle for us, and whatever. Also, Tershawn Wharton, another defensive tackle for us. And then Akeem Kwanu, the one I just said there. And then who is our starting left tackle. Our starting right tackle was just diagnosed with blood clots in his lungs, which could be the end of his career. Some are able to do it. I think it was I can't remember who it is, but there's an old Chiefs player that was a lineman that did that. But you have to go. The reason why is you have to go on blood thinners, and then once you go on blood thinners, you really can't have a lot of physical contact because it can hurt you. But it's too many injuries. All right, it's driving me crazy. I was excited for this season, and I am still excited. But can we stop? Can we stop? And it's not even the practice facilities. It's on grass, so it's not like a turf thing. Because people will say oh, it's which I agree. For instance, we talked about the World Cup a little bit earlier, and the World Cup they brought out the grass. Why is grass good for Messi, but it's not good enough for Mahomes? So it's which I do think the NFL should move to grass. Period. But because it is safer. But it's not. These are grass practice fields that our players are getting hurt on, and I don't know what we're doing. But it is what it is. I am looking, but we are overall trying to improve. We're trying to build off of last year's playoff run. We went 8-9. We're hoping to do 9-8 plus this year. We had some changes. Really, our play calling changed from our head coach to our offensive coordinator. So Dave Canales is going to be giving off the play calling to Brad Isaac, the offensive coordinator. So he'll be calling it. And then we made some changes here. Now I know you're a different market, different fan of a different team. What do you think of the Panthers? Do you think about the Panthers? What are your thoughts outside perspectives?
So I'm going to be honest, outside perspective, especially as a Giants fan, I don't think too much of you guys, and that's not a sense of I don't think about you guys disrespectfully. It's more so just right. Not usually in my mind, just because obviously I'm more concerned about in my division and as well as just other teams in other divisions of just how essentially the bigger threats. But that's not to say that the Panthers can't be that sneaky threat like they were last year.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I have that respect from the early 2010s and what you guys did.
Yeah, we had some games. We've discussed before the Norman OBJ times. Josh Norman versus Odell Beckham Jr. That game, 2015. Probably would not have been the best of friends that day.
No. And I mean, even now, it's kind of I don't have a hatred for the Panthers. I think in the Super Bowl against the Broncos, I wanted you guys to win over them.
Yeah,
But you're also now asking me to remember something from when I was in like the 6th grade.
I got you. Crazy to think it's not that long. If it helps, I pull for the Giants over the Patriots both times.
Well, I think there's a different reason behind that other than, you know,
I mean, just watching Tom Brady lose, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I know, but like also, yeah, he took a Super Bowl away from me, so I'd like to see him lose. But carry on.
right. But still, I mean, as an outside perspective, looking at the Panthers, I think what they did last year was honestly pretty fun and pretty cool. And out of all the teams in the NFC South, like I think this is your guys' division. I think the Buccaneers are kind of on the downtrend. I think the Falcons are the Falcons.
Yeah,
And the Saints, no, the Saints aren't going to do much with this division either. So now, would you much rather this still be your division and it's like a competitive division, essentially like how the Rams are to the West? Or would you rather be how you are now, where it's, yeah, this isn't the best division, but we're atop of it, and so it's more so we're, I don't want to say guaranteed playoffs, but like we'll make it, we'll be fine.
right.
Like,
I
yeah,
like it. I like our position. I will be honest. I don't think that the teams. So we do get a lot of flack. I think that because of our division and like the history. I will say this though. I do think that our division is extremely underrated. In the fact, I'm not saying we have heavy hitters, we don't have like contenders, but I don't think that anyone else would enjoy being in this division because anybody can beat anybody. Atlanta beat Buffalo last year. New Orleans they beat somebody last year. They were the worst team last year, but they were pretty good and they're trending up. Tampa Bay's not fun to play either. They had Seattle on the ropes. I mean, I think that it's like you're gonna get a tough game if you play a team in the NFC South. They may not beat you. You may still win, but I think it's like you don't want to face them because we just beat up on each other. And the winner of the division is gonna be like 8-9, 9-10. Or I'm sorry, 8-9, 9-8, 10-7, something in that range. That's what I'm thinking because I think it's gonna be tough against everybody. But yeah, like Carolina, we went into Lambeau and beat Green Bay last year, and then we came home and beat the Rams. We beat the Rams last year, and then we lost to Arizona. And like it's inconsistent. It's crazy, but that's the NFC South. That's how it is. So I'm hoping we build off of that. I hope we can win this year. I think in regards to like betting odds and favorites, we're actually fourth. People were like, we have the fourth best odds in our division, which is crazy to me. The people like the Saints. People are big on the Saints for some reason. I don't. I understand sorta, but I don't at the same time. I do think that the Bucks are trending down, especially because Vita Vea just requested a trade.
I saw that as well.
And so that's like they're gonna get run on. They're gonna get run on. And they don't have Mike Evans anymore. It might be over. By the way, I looked this up the other day. Shocked me. Do you know who the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL is? I bet you could not guess unless you were there for that conversation.
I was not.
Take the wildest guess.
Highest paid wide receiver. I would want to say one of the receivers on the Bengals or Justin Jefferson.
Give me 5 receivers. Give me 5. Yeah.
I would say Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp, God. I think maybe no. Devontae Adams has been.
Well, you'd think it's like a great, like a Tyreek Hill, a JSN,
Right.
It's Chris Godwin.
What?
Yeah, I was shocked. Because I was like, I didn't believe it. I went to a different site. I was like, NFL highest paid wide receivers. I was like looking at it and like based off the per year. Wait, where did I see that at? Okay, hold on. Maybe it's not. Okay, it is Jason. I don't know what I was looking at the other day. Maybe it was based off of 2025. Okay, what the heck was it? Okay, I'm tripping. Ignore me. I don't know what I was looking at the other day because I was so shocked. It was like he made like $36 million a year.
Yeah.
Did he get that kind of money? No, he didn't. Okay. I don't know what I was looking at the other day. Okay. Ignore everything that I just said. I thought it was Chris Godwin. No, it is. It's JSN. $42.1 million. Okay, and then Jamar Chase and then Drake London and Justin. Okay. Yeah. Drake London is good. I don't think he's that good. But either way, okay, forget what I said. I thought Chris Godwin was one of the top 8, but okay, I'm afraid that we're going to have to play T-Mac. I'll connect back to the Panthers. Probably upwards of what Drake London has because in the division. But anyway, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money and that's a lot of cap and stuff like that. And we're probably going to have to pay T-Mac that one day. But luckily, we don't have to right now because he's on his rookie contract. We did add some weapons in the offseason. We added John Mechie, which I think is an underrated signing because that was Bryce's wide receiver, one of his favorite wide receivers and good friends from college in his Alabama days. And our draft class is actually going to have some depth there. I'm sorry, we added Luke Fortner, who could be competing there for the center. Also, we added Rasheed Walker, which was like a really good signing, offensive tackle, especially now with like the injuries we've had. We added Kenny Pickett. Maybe he's going to be a preseason star for us. And then running back A.J. Dillon is going to be interesting too. I don't know if he makes the team, to be honest with you. He might. He might be the third running back, but A.J. Dillon was an interesting one. Not getting back to his glory days of the Packers, but maybe he will. On defense, we went all out. We signed probably the two of the greatest defensive players in Devin Lloyd, the amazing linebacker out of Jacksonville, and edge Jalen Phillips from the Eagles. Maybe overpaid for him a little bit, but comparing that with the Devin Lloyd situation kind of evens out. So either way, we got two great players. Hopefully they can work out together. And then our draft was good too. We drafted Monroe Freeling, which is he was gonna be like a build up to being a starter, but now he's gonna have to be a starter. All the injuries we've had. Lee Hunter is probably, I think, the most underrated dude that we drafted. I think he's gonna make a huge impact. He's a big boy, and he's gonna block. Not block, but he's gonna get those tackles. He's gonna stop the run, and he's fast. He's a big dude that can run quick, and he's agile. Chris Brazzell, I was excited for. I'm still excited for, but he's the one that's out for 8 weeks, casually tearing his ACL today. We got another corner, Will Lee III. We got a center, Sam Hecht, and I think we drafted him in like the 5th round, and he's actually going to be competing for center. So we may have got a starting player in the 5th round, which is really good. And safety, Zach Zakee Wheatley. I'm sure he'll be fun to watch. And then linebacker, Jackson Kuwatch will be interesting too. But yeah, the biggest questions for us, when is Taylor Moton going to be back? If he's going to be back, is Icky going to be back? If so, when? Chris Brazzell, when is he going to be back? Whether it be missing 3 games at most or 4 or more. And Nick Gordon's out for the year, which hurts. And now Mitchell Evans, ankle injury. It looks like he's day-to-day, so he should be good for regular season. We have the 10th hardest schedule. Our schedule's not good for us this year. And it does concern me. And we're in prime time. I say I like prime time. We do something that we have not done in a long time. We host a Sunday night football game. And it's week 4. So it's an early one. And it's against the Detroit Lions. I think we could win it. I think it'll be tough, but I think we could. And then we have a Thursday night primetime game at Green Bay. And then we have a Monday night game at Tampa in November. So And I'm glad our game at Green Bay is at the end of October because I do not want to play at Green Bay in December. A little too cold. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking there. We had 27th ranked offense last year, the 16th ranked defense. Our defense was improving. Our offense wasn't great. We need to improve that for sure. Y'all's was 28th best offense. No, your defense. Yeah, ours was 27th.
Our offense was 13th or something.
Yeah. We were basically the opposite. 16th ranked defense, 27th ranked offense, and we're hoping to improve that this year. We lost Rico Dowdle, which I don't think is a huge loss. We'll see. We got Chuba Hubbard back healthy this year, though, so that's huge. I'm thinking ceiling-wise, I think our best, just run through the schedule here. We're at home against Chicago, at Atlanta, at Cleveland, home against Detroit for Sunday Night Football, and then we have our bye week. I think that if we come out of that and we're 3-1, I'll be honest with you. I think we can be 4-0 going into our bye week. It's going to be tough, but I'm thinking home against Chicago should be an advantage. At Atlanta, that's Bryce Young's house. He owns that place. At Cleveland, I think we can do that because I don't have a lot of faith in Cleveland. And then home against Detroit, if we can do that we could be 4-0. It's going to be difficult, but I'm thinking it's still going to be hard. But I'm hoping we come out of 3-1. If we're 3-1, I'm happy. 2-2, I'll be like, it just depends. As long as we beat Atlanta. If we beat Detroit, I'll be happy. If we beat Atlanta, Detroit, or Atlanta, Chicago, we'll see. But I'd like to win a primetime game. I'd like to win the game against Detroit. And then at Philly, Alpha bye week's kind of tough. Home against Tampa, at Green Bay, home against Denver, at New Orleans, home against Baltimore, at Tampa, at Minnesota. I do like it. We are home for 4 of the last 5. I do like that a lot. Home against New Orleans, home against Cincinnati, at Pittsburgh, home against Seattle, home against Atlanta. And I'm asking this to the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's work this out. Panthers have some of the sexiest uniforms in the NFL with the All Blacks. Cincinnati has some of the best looking uniforms and they're all whites. We can have an all black cat versus an all white cat. Now imagine if we did that. I'm just saying that would look nice, especially if they could do a night game, a blackout in Bank of America Stadium, and then the Cincinnati wearing all whites. That would just peak uniforms. I don't think they'll do it, but it would be so nice. But yeah, I'm thinking ceiling for us, 10 wins, 7 losses. And unfortunately, our floor, I'm thinking 5-12. I don't know how you're feeling about it. I would hope for more, of course. My prediction's 9-8. I'm gonna say we're 9-8 too. I think or even an 8-9, but I'm gonna hope for the best. 9-8.
Okay. I think floor-wise, I came out to the same thing. I didn't get to do the ceiling. I was trying to do it while you were doing the intro to this one.
Right.
And floor-wise, I got to that 5 and what would that be? 5 and 11 or 5 and 12? Yeah.
Right.
And I do think ceiling-wise, it could be the other way around. It could be like a 12 and 5.
Okay. I mean, if we go 12 and 5, oh my Lord, I
know you're over the moon.
I'm over the moon. Yeah, that meme that everybody's using of Leonardo DiCaprio, where it's give me when the United States was doing good during the World Cup, they're give me Argentina and England at the same time. That's it's that's how I feel. It's let me face the Rams and the Chiefs back to back, baby. I want it all. Give us all the smoke. But yeah, I want it. I want to face the best. I do. And I'm hoping we get it done. But yeah, if we're 12 and 5. So what's your prediction then? What do you think our record will be? You've given your son.
I think you guys will end up being 10 and 7.
I like it. Oh,
I know you like it.
I like it a lot. I like it. It means a home playoff game, more than likely. I don't really think anybody in the division is going to be better than that. I'd be shocked if someone in the NFC South gets more than 11 wins.
Falcons go 12-5. That'll ruin your day.
If I would be, first off, who's quarterbacking? Is it Tua? Is it Michael Penix? Like, who's quarterbacking that team? They're just going because, like, I don't know, bro. It's a Bijan kind of year.
It is.
Is it Cooper Rush? Is Cooper Rush going to lead the 11? Oh my god, that'd be crazy. I didn't know that he was on that team, but Bijan Ron. You know what's funny? And I've talked about this too. There's the people that draft in person. So, there are 2 B. Robinsons Atlanta. You got to be very careful when you draft. Because if you draft Brian Robinson when you meant to get Bijan Robinson, oh my Lord.
Good thing I already have him, so I can just keep him.
Yeah, no, for sure. But like, you're talking about like, imagine you're like in the 4th round. You're like, wait a minute, nobody's drafted Bijan.
Bijan's not here.
Yeah, you'd be like, I will take him. I will take, like you draft Jahmyr Gibbs in the 1st round, and then you're like, wait a minute, what is Bijan doing here? Someone like, you got to start a league with illiterate people. And then you just like, right. Yeah, it's like, thanks, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, no, I could totally see that one messed up. But like, oh my God. Oh, and to tie this into the Panthers, I saw this thing where it was like the Panthers were doing this thing where they will host a draft party and you get a whole booth and you get like, they give you food and live drafting and like a team photo and stuff like that. Like we could all be like, eating food, drafting, hanging out at the Panther Stadium, looking at everything there, and get to do the draft. It was only and it gives you get a ticket to a game. Panthers versus Saints in like November, December. And it was $150. $150 for a ticket. You get food. You get to have as many people. It's like as many people as you want. You can have up to like 30, I think it was even. And like, all of these things for like $150, and you draft in person at the Panther Stadium in one of the booths. I was like, this is cool. I was like, I would do that for another team because I remember seeing like how they did it in the past for like the Ravens. I was like, oh, that'd be cool. I'm not even a Ravens fan. I would do that because they gave me like a Ravens jersey. I was like, this is my team. I was like, I'd do this for myself. Like, you know, I was like, but I was like, I don't know. I was like, maybe if everybody would pitch in, we could do that. But that would be kind of cool. But it's like $150 a person. You get a team photo. You get Sir Purr in there. I mean, that'd be nice. But yeah, I'm excited for this year. But if there's more injuries, I'm gonna be even more hurting. My biggest thing is Bryce Young. I haven't really talked about it, but Bryce Young is my question. How's he gonna do? Is he gonna be able to raise to the level that we want him to? I know he can get there. But will he get there? That'll be the biggest question. So I'm hoping he can do that. Need T-Mac to do that.
Oh, that's not focusing. That's a 9-hour drive, buddy.
9-hour drive?
I'm not opposed. It's to the Bank of America Stadium.
That would actually be crazy. Some of our teammates be okay with it. Screw it. We'll just like get someone else in there. I made the joke. I was like, we can just make a fake draft. I don't care. We'll just go there and draft and have it just a throwaway league.
Yeah.
But,
I have a whole. I'll show up suit and tie and everything.
Oh, is that got my suit and tie? That would be crazy. That would be awesome, though. I just think that would be a cool experience. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to figure it out and see if we can figure it out. But we'll get into that. But, all right, well. This is the beginning to the Panthers' outlook of when they're going to win the Super Bowl. And that the Rams ain't nothing. I saw this added earlier, and it was like, it was the, we'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when. And it was like Panthers and Rams. I was like, that would be nice. Give me that NFC Championship. Bro, if we face them again, oh my God. I want the Rams again. I want it. Because we split with them last year, all right? It's 1-1. We got to break the tiebreaker this year. NFC Championship, Panthers, Rams, book it. All right? Keep pounding. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comment section. What do you think the Panthers are going to be doing this year? You, like me, hoping they're going to win the Super Bowl? Or do you think they're going to have the first round draft pick next season to draft CJ Bailey at number 1? I don't know. I'm a big CJ Bailey fan, but Bryce is him anyway. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Make sure you subscribe, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. If you like more content, we'll be doing more as well. See what all it entails. But thank you guys for being here. Appreciate y'all as always. Again, subscribe, leave a thumbs up. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.